Good morning, Facebook Live and Joslyn fans. This is Rebecca, the program director here at the Joslyn Center, and we're on episode 63. I think this is 63 of the Joslyn Variety Show. So today is a Wednesday, which means we have Susan, one of our staff therapists, here to talk about brain health and how to bring some tips and tricks into your life to make sure that your brain stays healthy. But first, we are going to warm up our bodies with Veronica. So enjoy your warm up, and I'll see you in a few.
Thank you, Rebecca. Hi, everybody. Okay, let's get moving. We're just going to step side to side. Get our bodies warmed up, get our brains focused, and after we're warmed up and oxygenated, we'll be ready to learn more about the brain. Okay. Nice big steps. And enjoy some deep breathing, okay? So you can just inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. That might be a little bit fast. Let's just stand and inhale and then exhale. Wow, that's so calming. It's so relaxing, isn't it? Just good deep breaths. Marching. Today is Wednesday the 17th already. It's amazing. Okay, now let's just tap your toes forward. Just tap and tap. So you have to lower down and reach a little bit. Don't go down too far, but bend those knees and just reach forward. Tapping forward. Now change it to a heel tap. And if you're seated, just change it to a heel tap. Okay? Good. So your abdominals are nice and squeezed. If you're standing or seated, either way, just reach up, reach, and now really push out and reach. So you can touch the walls on either side, all the way down. And up, and reach out. And now let's just rotate the shoulders. Nice big rotations. Good, and let's go forward. And you can always do one arm at a time if you'd like. Okay, how about arms straight out? Do little circles. So point those fingers. If you want to trace on the walls on either side of you, just really reach out, small controlled circles, and forward. Good. Okay, and I'm going to do one standing stretch. I really like to do this one because it's just from your lower back all the way down the back of your legs. It's so good. So straight arms on your chair or your countertop. Your legs are straight. Squeeze your abdominals and just bend right over. Squeeze your abdominals to support your lower back. Your legs are straight, but just a tiny bit of a bend there, so don't lock them back. And breathe. So try to keep your back straight. We're working towards a 90-degree angle. So if you're up a little bit, that's fine. If that feels like that's where you want to be right now, just stay right there and feel that stretch. If you can go a little bit straighter, it's just going to deepen the stretch. Great. Okay, come on up. Okay, are you ready to learn more about the brain?
Thank you, Veronica.
Chair. You're welcome.
Okay, let's bring over Susan, and we are going to get her all set up. So I've got a microphone for you. Thank you. Okay. I've got a slideshow for you.
Okay, let's see. Cool.
How are you today?
Good. How you doing?
I'm well. I'm glad you're here.
Thank you so much. So are you guys all tired of wearing the mask? Are you getting rashes around your face? Or are you breaking out? That's what's happening if you're wearing the mask too much. So even if you have a mask that you're cleaning all the time, unfortunately, this is the new way to be. So hopefully your rashes are all good and you're keeping clean and hopefully you're getting out a little bit. So I know some of the restaurants are opening and some of the just more actions going on. So hopefully you're getting out more, hopefully you're exercising a little bit more in the morning or with Veronica or with one of our classes online. So anyway, I am Susan Chinsky. I work at the Joslyn Wellness Center and I teach sometimes brain boot camp, aging mastery, grief recovery class, and one-on-one problem solving. So really the only classes right now are Brain Boot Camp, and we are starting one today, and there'll be another one starting in 2 weeks, July 1st and 8th. So you can call Veronica if you want to join that. We'd love to have you. It is Zoom still. And we are doing one-on-one problem solving, which is with me or Gustavo, and that is either on Zoom, FaceTime, or telephone. So if you want to do that, also call Veronica. So today we're going to talk about fats. Do you all remember, I think it was the 70s and 80s, that everyone said don't eat fat and go on low-fat diets, put margarine in, put canola oil. You just want to eliminate fats? Well, it's changed. The theory's changed. It's really sugar's bad for you and fats are good. So we'll talk about why fats are good and what kind of fats are good. So hopefully you'll think about eating more fats in your diet after this. So a study from the Mayo Clinic said that if you eat a fat-based diet, 42% lower risk of developing Alzheimer's. Now if you eat protein-based, it's 21% lower risk of developing Alzheimer's. But if you eat simple carbs, now your simple carbs are a lot of pasta, grains, that type of food, then you're almost 400% increase of developing Alzheimer's. So that's kind of a big number that you want to pay attention to. And 60% of your brain is made up of fat. And so that's a big percentage. So remember, we weren't eating fats. Think about what it was doing to our brain. And is it possible that a lot of people have Alzheimer's or dementia because they didn't have those fats in their diets years ago? So it's a cumulative effect. So let's see what we can do about it. So omega-3 fatty acids can improve your brain flow, brain function, memory, mood, reduce inflammation, and brain shrinkage from age. So those are all really good things that they can do. Now when they talk about omega-3s, they usually talk about two different kinds. One is EPA and one is DHA. And the ratio they like is 60-40 in that. And lower omega-3 increase the risk of cognitive decline as much as 77%. So hopefully you're thinking more, you know what, this is serious stuff. I should be adding this to my diet, but the right fats. So we're going to talk about the right fats to eat. So the best sources of EPA and DHA are fish and cold water fish, including wild salmon, sardines, trout, mackerel, herring, and halibut. So but the problem is that you have to eat a lot of these fish to get the full amount. So the safest and most effective way to increase your omega-3s is to take a highly concentrated fish oil supplement. So anytime you take a supplement, you want to also check with your doctor. And because you're taking this, your blood could thin down. And so if you're on any type of blood thinner, you want to watch that also. But if you're healthy, good condition, I would say add some cold water fish to your diet. Once or twice a week would be great. And if you can start slowly and add some omega-3s to your diet, that would be great. There's also good oil in avocado and seeds and nuts, especially walnuts. So you can eat those too. So omega-3 fatty acids, they lower inflammation and boost brain health, which is good. So the lower levels are linked to depression and bipolar disorder, suicidal behavior, ADD, HDAD, cognitive impairment and dementia, obesity, and heart disease. So those are kind of serious factors, and you wouldn't think about it. So, but they do. And for cooking, so for cooking, it's really interesting because a lot of people are using olive oil to cook. They think, oh, that's great oil. Well, you know what? There's actually better oils if you're using high heat. So for cooking to medium to high heat, and for roasting and sautéing. So if you're sautéing those vegetables in olive oil, think maybe about using one of these. And ghee, you've probably heard about ghee. Ghee is butter with all the traces of the dairy and the proteins cooked away. So it's more of a concentrated food. Also, grass-fed beef tallow is beef fat. It's kind of so-so. But the best one here is avocado. Well, ghee's good too, but avocado is really good. And I don't know if you're got on the avocado oil track, but it's a great oil for sautéing vegetables, for cooking, for anything. So this is more for high heat. You want to think about getting avocado oil, and you can get it at all the places. I think regular markets have it. Trader Joe's, Costco probably has it now. Sprouts, Clark's, your regular grocery store. So think about cooking with avocado oil, and thinking about eating avocados too while you're at it. So good to low to medium heat is for baking and slow cooking. So grass-fed butter, coconut oil, and olive oil. So it doesn't have to be extra virgin olive oil if you're cooking with it. But remember, this is low to medium heat. So if you're just cooking things easy. I like coconut oil. Coconut oil is a great oil, I think. And you can actually use coconut oil on your skin just straight. Take it out of the jar, put it on your skin. It'll make it really soft and nice. You could use it on your hair. Coconut oil you could use for lots of different things. So think about coconut oil when you're... So not for cooking. So you might have heard the MCT oils. So MCT oils are medium chain triglycerides. They're more rapidly broken down, and they're absorbed into the body for quick energy and less likely to be stored as fat. And a lot of them don't have much of a taste, so they're pretty good. You can put those in your smoothies. Some people put them in their coffee. You can do lots of things with them. So, and not for cooking is extra virgin olive oil. So you want to use that on your not cooked food, and that's really good. You want made from pure cold pressed olives. So it's a really good quality olive oil. And also nut oils like pumpkin seed and walnut seed. Those are good oils also. And you can try it. Just, add maybe a little to your salads, put it over your vegetables. Instead of using your margarine, if you're still using it, try using one of these oils and see. They say Mediterranean diet. Well, part of the Mediterranean diet is because they use a lot of olive oil. So, and they have really good skin and their hair looks good. So think about adding one of those. Also, your joints will feel better. Remember the Tin Man in in The Wizard of Oz? Thank you, Rebecca. The Tin Man was really rusty. So what did he do? He shot oil in there. So think about how, our bones, our muscles were kind of a little rusty and kind of, aches and pains. Try olive oil or try coconut oil. Put it on your skin, eat it, ingest it. See what happens. See if it makes a difference. Okay. Is canola oil good for you? So no, it's not. And if you think about, can oils be organic, then they can be good for you. You know what? Canola oil cannot be made organic. So why is it not good for you? GMOs and pesticides. So plants were bioengineered to survive glyphosate, which kill off weeds. And glyphosate is linked with numerous health risks, including celiac disease, hormone disruption, and cancer. So the plants that are used for the canola oil are full of glyphosate. And I think we all know it's bad by now. It's not a good product. So chemical solvents. To get the oils, we need to extract their process and we need to deodorize it so it leaves a higher level of oxidative stress, and it becomes a trans fat, which most people don't think it's a trans fat, but it is. So in trans fat, we know is associated with heart disease, obesity, and memory loss. Also, canola oil is bad because of heart disease. It elevates LDL and lowers HDL, the good cholesterol. It increases inflammation and calcification of arterial cells, which lead to increased coronary heart disease. So it blocks your veins and cells, and you don't want that. Inflammation. So we want a 2-to-1 ratio of omega-6s to 3s anytime we're eating fat. And that's why we get a lot of omega-6s in our processed food, regular food we may be eating. That's why we have to have omega-3s to make that ratio a little bit better. So less than 6% of omega-3s can be used by the body, making the ratio more like 8-to-1. So the canola oil changes, and it makes the higher ratio of omega-6s, and those are already probably too high in your diet, so you want to keep those lower. And I thought this one was interesting when I was researching it. Cellulite. So the more liquid fat causes inflammation, which breaks down the collagen structure, so therefore you get the dimpled skin and you get cellulite. So also strokes. You can get reduced antioxidant status, lower glutathione production. Glutathione is your energy production. So if you're lowering it, it's not good because you're not to have a lot of energy. And it increases plasma lipid levels, which is bad too for strokes. Alzheimer's and memory. It causes brain synapses to break down. So we want our brains to fire and wire. We want to keep them moving, keep them going quickly. And canola oil destroys that. It doesn't do that. And lung and inflammation. It's linked to reduced lung capacity and inflammation. So do you kind of get the idea that I don't like canola oil and it's not really good for you? And here is the research, because people are still saying it's a good oil. Here's why it's not. So anyway, my name is Susan Chinsky, and remember I'm teaching Brain Boot Camp July 1st and July 8th, and I'd love for you to join us. It's a Zoom class, and hopefully we will open soon for live classes. And if you have any needs for problem solving, you can call Veronica, and she'll either set you up with me or Gustavo. So have a good day, enjoy, and eat your oils. Thank you, and here's Rebecca.
Thank you, Susan. All right, so we appreciate that. You always bring us such good information. So that's our Wednesday, guys. We will see you tomorrow, Thursday, for Veronica's Take 20 class. So we'll do 20 minutes of exercise, so come prepared, and we will see you then. Have a great day.